Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter, at the workbench with a few chisels. Wanted to follow up on sharpening chisels. So, I took the grinder out and I reground these so that we now have what's known as a hollow grind. See that? On the front edge. Which means the heel and the toe are in front of the center section, which is hollow. Represented here thusly. So if you measure the angle from the heel to the toe as 25 degrees, in fact, the cutting edge is lower than that because of the curve, the arc. Now, this chisel I just sharpened using the honing guide, and I kept this one completely flat. Okay? Pure and flat. Honed and stropped to perfection. So what that looks like is like this. It's straight. So the angle of the cutting edge is the same angle all the way to the heel. Now, this last chisel, well, actually not the last chisel. The last profile we're going to discuss is what happens if you are freehand sharpening and you end up with a convex or a belly on your chisel. So here too, if you measure from heel to tip, the angle of the cut is higher. So let's proceed to finalize the hollow ground one. How I was taught to do that is you would go to the bench grinder if you had a nick and you would grind it hollow, make sure it's square. Then all we did was come down on the stone, heel to toe, and make just a few light passes until we started to see a little polished line at the front of the cutting edge. You see that? Just that little glint of light at the front. Then you would stop and you would pull the bar off on the back. That was it. Now, the reason for this was you would get extended use out of this grinding because you'd be only touching the heel and the toe every time. So then, from the sharpening stone, we would naturally strop. And there again, heel to toe, until it starts to shine. And you pull the burr off on the back by placing it flat down on your strop and pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. Now when you're doing that, if you happen to see a little wire edge resurface, then you have to strop this side once again. And then you chase it. You go flat back, you go bevel. You go flat back, you go bevel. Until that wire edge is totally gone. Okay, so this is sharp. Now, for the last one, we're going totally freehand from the regrind, okay? You hold your chisel, comfortable, heel, bring the toe up, and then you lock your wrist, okay? And then using whatever pattern you want, you can go straight, you can do a figure eight, and you're rocking your body. All right, now you're not paying any attention to any sort of limits on the hollow grind. So what if you were to just stand here and not rock your body and just go like this? Well, you're going to create a convex bevel. And we don't even have to do the whole thing because the front cutting edge is getting convex. But we're going to go back on the 300 grit. And I'm going to purposely put a complete convex bevel on the back of this. See how I'm rocking? I'm trying to exaggerate it. Almost there. There we are. See how that's convex now? So we'll go from the 300 to the 1000. Finish it up. And we're still trying to maintain that 25-degree bevel. But because of the rocking motion, you create that convex front. Here again, we go to the strop. This time too, we're also going to sweep through that. Oh boy, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the wire edge right there? The wire edge came off on the strop, right there, that little piece of steel. So that is now sharp. So in the next video, I'm going to get out a piece of wood and we're going to see if there is any difference in the actual cutting performance. So there you go. 3 ways to sharpen and hone a chisel. Which way were you taught? And which way do you use? Which way do you like? And do you notice any difference? Like, subscribe, and share. Walter out.